guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me just start off by saying if you think I'm a freak because I have a long sleeve shirt on, it's because my house is ridiculous, and if I turn it up 1 degree it's hot, and if I turn it down 1 degree it's cold. So I'm just trying to acclimate my outfit to the way it is in my house. So don't think I'm a weirdo. I know I live in Texas and it's like 1,000 degrees, but just yeah, my house is old, okay? Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was my high school experience. So I took a poll on whether or not I should talk about this topic or not. And majority of people said yes, and I got a few no's for some valid reasons, and then I gotta be careful because da-da-da. So my experience was like, I wouldn't say any other girl's high school experience, but I mean, it was comparable. I, had fun. I had 2 serious relationships. Well, what I thought was serious, you know what I mean? And I broke some rules. I got in trouble. I made good friends. I lost friends. I got decent grades. I mean, it was pretty normal, but I really struggled with self-esteem issues in high school. I wanted everybody to like me, no one to dislike me for any reason. If I lost a friend or broke up with someone or someone broke up with me, it was like the end of the world. It was done, which is ridiculous when you think back and you're an adult. The way you acted, it's kind of funny. Like, you know how Facebook has those memories and you can see like what you posted or said like 7 years ago? I like want to punch myself every time I read them. I mean, like, it was a good overall experience. I had a couple of things that you would be like, what? I can't believe that. But I'm not a victim, you guys. I came out of this in high school so much stronger and so much happier and gained so much wisdom from it. Basically, my high school experience taught me everything that I don't want my daughter to be. It taught me what I want to instill in her from the get-go, which I have. It taught me that I want her to be the opposite of who I was. I mean, I know I have good qualities and not everything's negative, but I pondered too much on the way people felt about me and what they were thinking of me. And I wasn't that girl in charge that walked in the room and owned it and didn't care what anybody thought and was loud and just took over the room with her personality. That's who I want Olivia to be, and that's what she is so far. I have people telling me that she looks just like you but with more of a personality, or she's gonna take over, she's gonna be the leader of the pack. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to instill in her. I'm trying to instill in her independence and to take charge when she walks into that room and to be the voice that's heard and to not care what anybody else thinks. I mean, I know we're human and she's gonna do that, but I did it too much to the point to where it cost me friendships and caused some negative things to happen in high school that could have been avoided if I would have just cared less, if I would have been carefree and lived in the moment and not cared what these irrelevant people thought. Because ultimately now I'm looking back and looking where I am now, and it's like they mean nothing to me. I have good quality friends, and I want to teach her that it is about quality and not quantity, and that you will accrue friends throughout your adult life, that it doesn't have to be the end because your high school friends aren't speaking to you your freshman year of college. I mean, I just want to teach her that there's a circle of life and things roll and things change, and that it's all about how you view yourself and how you look at yourself. If you look at yourself as a victim, you're going to be the victim. You're going to sob and reflect on everything negative that's ever happened instead of thinking the positive that came from it. And I want her to be the positive girl, the person who is that boss girl who walks in the room and takes charge of it and is that voice and is not afraid to put anybody in their place and is independent, doesn't need a man. And I just want her to be that girl that owns life. I want her to be the complete opposite of what I was in high school. I want her to have fun. I want her to enjoy herself and make those mistakes like I made. I'm not saying I don't want her to make mistakes. I want her personality and the way she views herself to be different than the way that I did. I want her to know that she is worth gold, that she is amazing, and that she can do whatever she wants to set her mind to within reason. Because I'm not even going to get into that because, yeah, but within reason. And so I want to teach her to be the independent, strong-willed woman that she is. She's already being independent. People comment to me all the time that, oh my gosh, she plays with herself so well, or why is she so happy all the time? What do you do? I don't do anything other than nurture, laugh, have fun, read, play, dance. I am a totally different person than what I was in high school. My personality has blossomed now because I did do some self-reflection on how I felt like I was playing victim on myself. Because, y'all, some negative things did happen, and I'm not going to go into them because why harp on that? It's over, it's done with, we've all grown up. But it did, in the moment, really scar me within my heart. And that changed me as a person, which we should always be changing. If we're not changing, we're dying, you know? If we're not growing, we're dying. So I changed for sure. But when I was in high school, I wish I would have lived a more fulfilling high school experience while I was there, because I didn't. I didn't have the full experience because I cared too much. And I want her to know from the get-go, right now, set the basis that you're going to be independent, you're going to be strong, and you are going to be the girl that everybody wants to be. That's what I want for her. I want her to be the girl that everybody aspires to be. I know that that may sound far-fetched and maybe ridiculous to some of you, but that's not an unreasonable goal in my mind as a mother. And I see her taking charge of rooms. I see her being feisty already. And people are like, ooh, she's feisty. And I'm like, yeah, she is. And I want her to keep that feistiness for the remainder of her life, because it's going to get her places. It's going to get her friends. It's going to get her boys away, because, you know, dad is not going to be about that. But she's so lovable at the same time. And so I feel this nurturing, strong-willedness that came out of me in my adult life that I wish I would have had in my high school life, but I'm now instilling it on her as a baby. So that's what I want her to grow up to be the nurturer, to be the caregiver, but at the same time to own that room, to tell somebody what's up, and to be her own boss and not let anybody dictate her feelings. Because ultimately, when she looks back at her high school experience, that maybe most of those people aren't even going to matter like I feel now. And if they do, I'm so glad. Um, but that's what I want for her. I want her to have the complete opposite and to be the amazing girl that she's already becoming, and be the total opposite of what I was. I mean, that sounds horrible to say about myself, but I own it, and I know who I was and I know who I am now. And it's the complete opposite, so I'm going to say it. And I have full faith that people change and people grow up, and I know some people may not have, and they may still hate me, but they're hating themselves because I don't even remember or care. So I just want her to have the full experience that I didn't have, and to just have an amazing childhood, an amazing teenhood, and to look back and say, I'm so glad that my mom taught me these qualities and raised me to be the way I am. Because I wish that I could have done differently and thought differently about myself back then, because that would have changed my whole experience, honestly. I wouldn't have associated with some people that I did. I wouldn't have went some places that I did. I wouldn't have acted the way I did sometimes. And so I just feel like whenever you grow up, you reflect and you realize who you are and who you don't want to be, and you can instill that on your children. So I'm so thankful for my experience, and I thank everyone who made my experience what it is. And I hope that young girls watching this who are about to enter high school or go through high school know that it does not matter what people say, think, or do to you. It does not matter, because once you graduate, those people are in the past if they don't mean anything, and they're gonna grow up, and you never know, they may be waiting on you one day if they're giving you problems, because that happened to me. Just saying. But anyways, I just want you to know that you're strong and you are independent, and do not care what other people think about you. It's not worth it. And remember, quality over quantity. You want quality friends over the number of friends that you have. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.